Hey everybody, this is a huge privilege for me today. I'm here with my good friend Dr. Michael Miller here in the Wellness Huddle PEMF Center in Toledo, Ohio. And I had to come here. This was a trip that I had to make because this literally is the only place that I know of in the country that is dedicated completely to pulsed electromagnetic field therapy and using whole foods, standard process nutrition, and herbal products. And I have a huge privilege of actually being the one to introduce you, Dr. Miller.
You do.
To PEMF. And what I told him before is I'm going to hold that over his head forever as a debt. Like, I introduced you to PEMF, remember that?
That is absolutely fine, too. You can hold it over my head. I'm so glad that you did that.
So we met 2 years ago, about 2.5 years ago, at a seminar in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, yes.
And the topic, we were talking about using the combination of standard process, MediHerb, and pulse electromagnetic field therapy just for better, faster results with tissue healing, with supporting a healthy inflammation response, immune support, energy, all these different things. And I saw Dr. Miller was very interested in it, and at the end of the seminar, we talked for quite a bit.
We did, yes.
And his concern, as many doctors' concern, was
the price.
Is this going to be worth it?
Yeah.
To make this plunge?
Yes.
Because these units, they're not cheap.
They're not cheap, no.
And so this is my biggest this is my biggest gloat I told you so moment of the video. After we were talking for a while, I told Dr. Miller, I said, the first machine that you get is going to be scary, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But what did I say after that? I said, after a couple months of your first machine,
I'm going to want a second machine.
How many machines do you have now?
I have 3 machines now.
3 machines in the space of 2 years.
Yes, yes.
And this happens with every doctor that I talk to and tell them they need a PEMF machine. It always happens. The first one, and I took months and months to make the decision. And within 2 months of having it in the office, I was plotting where I was going to put the second one. So we have both bought 3 of these Excel Pro machines. We won't say what the dollar amount is.
Pulse Centers loves us.
We won't say what the amount is we spent, but it's a lot. We are both either really crazy, out of our minds.
There could be some of that.
Or we've discovered that this is the ultimate technology for enhancing, healing, any other modality, whether it's chiropractic, nutrition. Just what have you seen in the last 2 years since incorporating this in your practice?
The main thing that I've seen over the last few years is I have a separate office about an hour and a half away from Toledo. And I started using it at that practice, and I started having patients from Toledo hearing about it. And so they would drive about an hour and a half all the way from Toledo, all the way out to my small rural town just to have PEMF done. Just because it wasn't available in this area. So last fall, we kind of made the plunge and set up this PEMF center in the Toledo area just so that the people in Toledo could experience it also without having to drive an hour and a half.
Absolutely amazing.
So,
and what has been your patient's reaction, by and large, with when they're getting pulse sessions? What's the most common feedback you hear?
Oh, patients love it. I'm blown away by it every single week by patients that experience it for the first time, or maybe they have a couple sessions on it, and they may have been in chronic discomfort for years, and then just a couple sessions on it, their pain level is dramatically reduced, and
I was in his Eden office yesterday, and it was a sight to behold. Just the stream of people. It was a constant stream of people just coming. They didn't even want to see this guy. They were just coming just to get their PEMF treatments because they felt so good with it. And again, that was just really great to see. And I wanted to add one thing about the price factor. One of the reasons I realized why it's so worth it and why I've got 3-4 machines at any given time in my office is how multi-purpose it is. I think what we both were most interested in when we both got our first machine was pain.
Yes.
because that's what PEMF is most famous for, is pain relief. But the biggest surprise for me, and I don't know, if your experience has been this way too, is I got it for pain relief for my patients because it works so quickly, so well all the time. But I started noticing so many other side benefits with it: better sleep, better vision, more energy, less stress, on and on. Immune support, people that had immune system challenges where I'd place the paddles over the sinuses or over the lungs. And I realized this really is the most multi-purpose technology that you can use in your practice. And that's why I'm so passionate about interviewing doctors, standard process doctors from these seminars that have gotten machines to get that follow-up feedback that this is the most powerful thing to incorporate with whole food and herbal therapies to get the maximum results.
Yes.
Would you,
100% agree.
Yeah.
Yes. The thing that I've probably noticed myself personally with using it is better sleep and energy. Prior to getting this, I would have to lay down on my table over my lunch hour and like take a 20-minute nap in order to make it through my afternoon.
Yeah.
Now I just plow right through the whole day.
That's actually what got me into PEMF, was
any
for
breaks.
personal reasons, for sleep and energy, noticing it. But yeah, I never knew that was your challenge, that
It was,
you noticed
yes,
the difference.
most definitely.
Very cool.
Another thing that I really love about it too is that it's working the whole body too. I mean, that the bed there, that pulse is going all the way through the whole entire body, and so it's recharging all of those cells all at once.
Yeah.
So
The most multi-purpose therapy, phenomenal with how quickly people feel the results. And when we're talking about the nutrition connection, sometimes supplements, no matter how good the supplements you send the patient out the door with,
yes.
they're going to take time to work. And the beauty, why I love this so much, with nutrition being my first love, is there's nothing I can do that like this that will make the supplements work quicker, that people feel a benefit faster, and that encourages them to stay on their supplement program. So wrapping up, just with our conversation that we had for the first time 2.5 years ago, what would you say to a doctor, especially a standard process doctor, that knows this works but hesitant about incorporating it into their practice?
I guess the big thing that I would say, whether it's a doctor or whether it's a patient, anybody that's interested in it, I think that you just need to experience it. In some way or another, I think that you need to just find a way to experience the Pulse Centers PEMF.